BlackTop Radio. The BlackTop Radio. Mic check, mic check, mic check. You're now tuned in with Mike J. You know the host that do the most high feel when you got a rapper from the West Coast on the intro. So smooth. And we can play the instrumental. BlackTop, BlackTop, BlackTop Radio. Where you can come and get your fix. We be talking about your baby mamas or some politics. Fresh station out where you can tune in, hear the hottest. Ain't no filters, you hear all of it. You ain't really popping yet if you ain't never been a guest. Wait, let me guess, you got on next. Got the airwaves on flex. Boom. BlackTop, what did you expect? BlackTop Radio.
Radio.
Radio. Radio. Radio. The BlackTop Radio.
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 Radio. The BlackTop. BlackTop. BlackTop Radio.
It is time for ABC,
We about to get real. Here we go.
a BlackTop conversation. And tonight's conversation is about them cheaters.
Cheaters.
Them cheaters. So, we asked the question tonight, should cheating be forgiven?
Okay.
And part 2, is cheating more tolerable in a marriage than it is in a relationship phase? You know, girlfriend, boyfriend. The reason why I ask that is because a lot of people are hanging on for dear life for their relationship after cheating because of the fact that they just don't want to pay that damn divorce fee. Or they may not have hit that prenup. Shout out to Dr. Trey.
Yeah.
Not to say he was cheating. I'm just saying, you know, in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's so many factors that go into this. You know, people hold on to relationships that are clearly walking away from you.
Yeah.
Or that isn't working in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're just going to ask a general question first. Should cheating be forgiven? Erica.
All right. Here we go. So, yeah, I feel like, all right, look, you could forgive cheating about one time, but I feel like this depends on your person, because if you know, like if the cheating situation makes you sit back and say like, dang, I knew it, you can't forgive him. You gotta go. You gotta move on. If it makes you say something like, dang, you know, like, I should have known. You should have cheated, and you need to be out.
Right.
Now, if the cheating situation really devastates you to the point where it's like, oh my God, like your world is a little rocked, you take some time for yourself and you do go and figure out, like, you know, can I forgive this? Because obviously, you know, it's a little bit more concern and care regarding the emotion. But I'm telling you, if you are looking at this like, man, I knew what was up, you do not need to forgive that.
Right.
You need to forgive yourself.
I agree with that.
You agree?
I agree with what she said. I mean, if you get cheated on and you like, I knew it was coming, then why are you even with that person?
There we go.
But my standpoint is a little bit different. I feel like, well, I'm along the same line as you. But what I will say, if in cheating, I give a pass the first time. I'll give you a pass.
On the basis of what?
On the basis of we ain't married.
Oh,
Okay.
good point.
Okay, this is okay, go ahead and finish it.
So I'll give you a pass the first time on the basis of we're not married. So if you cheat, you know what I'm saying? I get it. Shit happens.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
But when you make that vow for God and you cheat, I'm gonna beat your ass up. That's just what it is. And then I'm gonna get a divorce. Because you shouldn't be cheating when you married. Now, when you in a relationship, shit may be understandable. You get a pass. I get it. Players fuck up too. But once we get married and you cheat, then that's a whole different situation.
Now I got to cut you.
Now I got to cut you.
So what you're saying is pretty much you should get it all out. Well, you should get it all out before you actually get in a relationship. But you should. It's more tolerable before hitting that level of marriage.
I understand more, and I understand. Well, I don't know what other part are you getting into, because I don't want to get too deep on this first part of it.
You know,
Okay, well,
rock the boat.
I understand that. Sometimes in certain relationships where, depending on how y'all got together and how it came about, sometimes closure is not completely met with your previous. So I understand that people may fuck up. People fuck up. So I get it. But also, it's a one and done. It's not a repeated. You're not going to continue to cheat.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So
Forgiving a husband is almost like, ew, I'm letting you get away with this.
Exactly. Like, it's okay. Like, my husband cheated on me, and I'm supposed to just sit back and say, oh, it's okay. Fuck these papers we just signed, and fuck this wedding we just paid for. It's okay he cheated. Like, no, because if you cheated, then you really don't want to be here.
more important than that, you just stood on the stand and promised to God,
Exactly.
Yeah.
to the man upstairs, like, this is it. And then you renege.
Oh, my God.
Up like a bad space hand. You renege, bro. That's just tough.
That's why I play this instrumental called "Single Again."
No, straight.
Very fitting.
Really is.
I can't.
What you think, dog?
I really can't.
I like the when Milan was talking about being married versus dating. You know what I'm saying? Because you technically aren't obligated to anybody legally. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, spiritually. You know what I'm saying? It's just we as a culture have made it. I mean, dating almost like marriage. People be married. I mean, in relationships for 10 years, they living like they're married, but technically you're not. And so, if you have that mindset, I feel like, I mean, is it disrespectful? Yes, but I guess it's more accepted if you're just dating. You know what I'm saying? If you're just in a relationship that's not marriage. I'm not gonna say dating. Now, married.
But you know what though?
I feel like men and women. I'm not even gonna say that because it's some alpha women out here that's kind of.
Well, pose the question: if Will and Jada weren't married, do you think they would still be together?
Well, I don't like using celebrities.
And
I don't like using celebrities
because
because
they
depends
definitely
on your
gonna stay.
marriage.
I get
because
it.
money
Yep.
is
It's an
more of a
influence.
factor for them.
Because
So
I don't think we can use Will and Jada because they got a different type of.
I mean, all right,
I'm
all right.
gonna
If
say-
you were in a situation where you're in a marriage and it gets a little open, regardless of the money, if you're in that marriage, do you stay in it?
I mean,
Do
if it's
forget
you just said
that?
open though, if it's not, that's not cheating.
I mean,
In an open relationship, you only cheat when you break the rules of the open agreement. So,
let's say they do that.
like I said, let's not use Will and Jada because that's like a unique situation.
Then let's go back to they cheat.
This is just keep it at me. So if my spouse cheats on me, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it that. That's a lot.
Keep it on my bank account.
It's a lot. Yeah, exactly. It's a lot different. You know what I'm saying? Like if my wife cheats on me, I feel like with most men, the relationship has to be awesome. The relationship has to be awesome for you to give a second chance. A lot of times, 75%, maybe even more, relationships are already kind of rocky.
What you mean by awesome though?
Like you my all. Like I look up, I can't wait to get home. I'm running home from work, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and it's just like one of those times where you just like, you pull me to the side and admit, babe, remember when you went on that guy's trip and I was
So you
home by
got
myself?
something to lose.
You know, because the reason why I say this because when I was
Stupid.
when I was 20, I was cheated on, and I wasn't married, and I gave her a second chance. Now I ended the relationship because even though I gave her a second chance, I will always throw that shit in her face, and that's why you're not being fair. So even if you're all going to forgive somebody, you might as well leave the relationship if you always going to throw that shit in their face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's the worst. You can't say you forgive somebody for cheating and then continue to throw it in their face. If you gonna forgive me, you forgive me.
Let it go.
Yeah, like you come back from the store late and they like, so where were you at? You were probably with John like you was last time. You know what I'm
let
saying?
me play devil's wife advocate, because listen, if you make me mad, I'm gonna bring up the cheating. Like, first of all, you need to be walking on eggshells anyway, because you just got through cheating with whoop. Like, oh my God, if I get angry, that is prone to come up from under the rug.
But it can't.
Now
come
that's
up,
a flaw.
It can't
That
come
is
up
my
with
fault.
everything. Yeah, you can't be like,
That is my fault.
so what took you so long to take that trash out? You probably was with Jessica again. You know what I'm saying? You can't
She behind
always.
the dumpster.
You can't always.
So now you out there fucking with Oscar.
No, it gotta.
You can't always pull that card. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it definitely has to be like one of them truly emotional upset moments.
Yeah, and it's. But yeah, I feel like you said, like Sade was saying, or Milan, sorry, like Milan was saying, it's more tolerable, I guess the word I want to use.
Yeah.
If you're just in a regular relationship.
In marriage.
When you're married, you know, you brought your whole, like we talked about last week, your aunties
My
and your
family
grandmas
was
and
here.
the hover around, you know what I'm saying?
Right. In the hover around.
You already met that one
Also
uncle that say he gonna whoop your
Guadalupe.
ass anyway if you mess up, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot.
Okay.
So I would say, for me personally, I give you no chances.
Okay. That's respectable.
Mike leave you if you eat his fries. You know what I'm saying? If you eat his French fries, 9 times out of 10,
No, straight up.
the relationship is over.
That's sad.
No, straight up. I just feel like, for the basis of, if I could be faithful, why can't you? And if we're in a relationship and we relate, but we don't relate on that, then why are we even together? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I think.
What you mean? You don't relate on faithfulness? Is that what you mean?
Right.
Okay.
So if I mean, there have been relationships that I left off of the first incident
And he not even married.
and not even look back.
Yeah.
Now, the one I was in, the first time it happened to me, I was married. Got cheated on. And I dropped them divorce papers so quick
Okay.
because of the fact that, damn, you disrespectful.
I mean, that's.
we sat
I
up
feel
here
like-
and told God. We was.
Well, now I can feel like it is situational based. Because I'm out here putting my life on the line, bitch. And you out here cheating.
Did you
Yeah.
do it on
I would
purpose?
feel the
Yeah,
same way.
I heard
Yeah.
too many sad military stories. Like people come back and
Yeah.
they've been gone for a year and a half, and you come back and your wife is like on the pier waiting for your boat, and she like 7 months pregnant. Like you like, hold on, I've been gone for
I've been
1,
gone for
2,
9
3,
months.
4.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Hold on, what the? You know what I'm saying? And she got the nerve to actually come out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Hand the baby to you.
military, military people had the worst divorce stories. I'd be
This is
like,
yours.
God damn.
This is yours. I haven't seen you in over a year. Ta-da!
So did we have Zoom sex? We had Facebook Live sex? How did that happen?
What Cat Williams say? That baby is rice skinned. That baby does not look like me.
All right.
Insane.
But I get no chances today. And that may be too harsh, but at the end of the day, man, I just don't feel like looking over my shoulders or worrying what you doing out here all the damn time. I don't want them trust issues. I don't want to sleep with one eye open. I want to be comfortable.
So you don't separate it though, like the marriage and the relationship, regardless.
No, regardless.
Cheating, period.
Right across
Okay.
the board.
So let's set the scene. Let's set the scene. Let's set the scene for what if we've had the discussion of me telling you how I feel and what I needed from you, and you're still not doing it, but you don't want us to not be together.
Then you putting your
Somebody being selfish.
That's what
and
it
it
sounds like
ain't.
to me.
but you, yeah, that's not healthy. That's extremely toxic.
Toxic. That's what I said.
That's
We're looking for.
extremely toxic. At this point, you're holding on for benefits. You ain't holding on for that person. That person has hurt you. So now it's just like, well, it's still beneficial, you know. whether you got kids, whether you got property, whether you got a lot of stuff that's entitled to the both of y'all.
Financial connection.
Exactly. That's the only factor that you might consider holding on, in my opinion.
Okay.
But you still don't believe it. It's a good thing though. So.
I was just setting a different scene.
So
that's uncomfortable.
Since you brought that up,
Okay.
playing devil's advocate, you were.
Okay.
Is there a scenario that you see where cheating is acceptable?
That situation I just said. I feel like that's where cheating is acceptable. I feel like if I've told you what I needed and I'm giving you time to fix it and it still ain't being fixed, then at this point you're giving me the right to go out here and find it somewhere else.
So is
Find
it
your type. My type.
That's my type. That's my type.
But let me ask y'all this. So what is your true definition of cheating? Because some people feel like you don't even have to go in the realm of having sex. It's you spending time with another person, or it's you.
Some people call flirting cheating.
Yeah.
People go far with cheating.
Oh, yes.
Cheating be like.
Yes. Flirting is cheating.
Flirting is cheating?
You think so?
Oh,
For real?
yes. You entertaining that shit?
What you mean by flirting? Like,
Shane, let's go.
oh damn.
Flirting?
Shane?
That is.
Let us know.
Lambo, that is.
Well, she just threw you out there. Let us know, Shane.
Well,
Tell us.
Look. It may not be cheating, but
Goddamn.
it makes me feel like that. It makes me feel like damn.
Welcome to the party.
First and foremost, hello everyone.
Magic.
Do you got on your tips? Because you about to stump.
Nah, hey, look. For real, on the basis of cheating, I do feel like it's not crazy to forgive someone because it could be based on how much y'all build together. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, communication. Some people do not pick up on hints, even when hints are direct words. You know what I'm saying?
Very
Sometimes
true.
you get lost up in your world of just trying to make it day to day. You ain't paying no attention to what's going on. I'm not saying none of this right. I'm just saying it can happen.
So look,
It can
if I
happen.
give you
So
a
you
hint,
be dropping gems and they not picking them up.
if you're not picking them up, then you know what I'm saying. Then at that point, it's at your discretion. Hey, should I stay here? You know, if you look at it a certain way, if y'all built, y'all millionaires now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done went from ground zero. Granted, y'all still can be partially millionaires. Look how much money can be gone out your pocket
He playing
for
the video
one
game.
mistake.
He playing the video game. You walking by with the lingerie on, bending over. He just look. Get out the way. What you doing? Get out the way.
Then she gonna be walking around playing
Two-
Keisha
2K
Cole. I
is-
should have cheated.
Right.
2K is like
Get the hint.
That is weird to me. That has literally happened before. Like not now, but previously. It's definitely happened where it was just like, hey, stay home. We gonna do this and this and this and this. And he was like, no, I'm gonna go to my homeboy house for a while. And it's
Ooh.
like 10 guys in there. Like,
Oh my
are
God.
you gay?
nah.
Like, what is wrong with you?
I gave you some insight on that though.
So that's when I went to Atlantic City for the weekend.
Oh snap!
Hey, shit happens.
And was riding around $100,000 cars.
All right, so look.
So hold on. If you don't know what she's talking about, go to YouTube. Go to our last episode.
Yeah. BlackTop TV.
The
Subscribe.
Milan extravaganza.
Subscribe. Yes.
What was the name of that episode?
Mercury is in retrograde.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Then I did what I had to do.
All right, but hit the one thing though. If we doing the whole confessing and then you turn around and you confess, the number one question a lot of guys gonna ask is, well, did you suck his dick? And that Joan is the stinger. That's the stinger right there. And she, look, don't lie to me. You know what I'm saying? And she at least, and she's, yeah, I did it. Oh yeah, it might be over. It might have to be over at that point. For some reason, we are okay with our women getting pounded out, but at the moment,
Everything. You should
some
see
head
all
go
of
down,
their
some
faces.
head go down. Oh no,
Their faces just dropped, and they just look disgusting.
And you swallow.
Because
No.
what happens is
Did you teach him that? Oh my!
it depends on.
Spit mines up.
That's the way women
it-
feel about you going
but
in
it-
her. So I get it.
The
I get
relationship
Oh,
it.
man.
Y'all
depends
mad
on how
off the head.
regular head is in your relationship. Like if your wife don't give you, or your significant other don't give you head that much, and they gave head to somebody else,
That hurts.
whoa, That's a
that's a stinger.
For some people, what I was saying, some
Bing
people,
bang. Shots
because some
fired.
people head is like regular, like kissing. They do it all the time, so it's like it's not that you already know. You ain't got to ask. You get in the head. You already know.
You need a stomach.
You know.
And that's another factor. Like, first off, you know how long it took me to get the draws, and you just automatically gave it to this random person or somebody you may have been.
A lot of
that
times-
easy? I had to sit here
Well,
spend
with
money,
women-
time, listen to
With-
your stories.
With women, a lot of times it won't somebody just knew.
See your story.
Oh no, they knew this dude for a while.
It's the work day.
You ain't know about him.
It's the work
He been
babe.
around for exactly. If
Work
it's
husband.
It's somebody she knew. You ain't know who he was. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
That's how women move.
Them stories down
Very
at
true.
teleperformance is
It's
real.
never just a stranger.
Yeah, women want to
I'll
be
tell you
they
that.
want to be comfortable.
Uh-huh.
Men do this shit with the strangers. Women be like,
Comfortable.
she the
We
one-
feel
she the-
comfortable.
The first guy she slept with, and he got another turn around before a new dude get around. For real, it can happen.
that's
like
why
that.
everybody's so surprised about Jada, because she's the one that got caught up. He's like, hold on, you supposed to be the one that's more picky and more selective of your prey. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we not, but that's a whole other conversation.
That's a whole nother
Right.
conversation. Let's keep it on our bank accounts.
Yeah.
I'm with
But
you.
the
So
I agree though. I
so
agree.
Is head cheating?